The NBA season is officially 25% complete. This means it might be a good time to check in on some of the league's best rookies and see how they're succeeding before they hit that rookie wall. Paolo Banchero has put up some insane numbers early in the season with the Orlando Magic. Bennedict Mathurin is helping the Indiana Pacers win off the bench while leading the league in second unit scoring. Jaden Ivey has stepped up in a big way for the Detroit Pistons with Cade Cunningham sidelined and shown off his impressive offensive repertoire. But who might be leading the race for Rookie of the Year? And who else could make some noise later down the road? Let's discuss. Let's start with Ivey, the incumbent Pistons draft pick that has shown flashes of being a premier guard in the NBA. Ivey has been all that he was advertised to be while he was in college leading the Purdue Boilermakers, an explosive combo guard that can puncture defenses with his speed and finish around the basket with tenacity. He's averaging 16 points, 5 rebounds, and over 4 assists in just over 30 minutes a night for the lowly Pistons. His efficiency isn't that great, only hitting on 42% of his shots from the field, but what's surprising is that his three-point shot has actually been better than expected, hitting on nearly 32% of his shots from behind the arc on over 4 attempts a game. He's not good at the pull-up yet, only knocking down 27% on 2 attempts, but off the catch, he's hitting over 30% of his threes. That's a huge development for Ivey and the Pistons, especially when you pair him alongside a guy like Cade Cunningham. In order for the guard duo to thrive, either one of them, or preferably both of them, will have to become good three-point shooters. Ivey showing potential in that department already makes building around the two that much easier. But where Ivey really makes his bread is driving the basketball, where he leads all rookies. His quick first step allows him to get by defenders, get downhill, and either finish at the basket or kick it out when the defense collapses. Ivey is also deadly in transition.
That's a tough shot, and the Pistons get a stop at the defensive end. Here comes Ivey. 1 dribble, 2 dribble, lays it home. Jaden Ivey.
A few states over in Indiana, Ben Mathurin is turning heads as a sharp-shooting, high-flying guard off the bench for the surprisingly good Pacers. Mathurin hasn't started a single game, but he's putting up 19 points off the bench, leading the NBA in that regard. Yes, a rookie is leading all bench scorers so far into the season, and if he doesn't win Rookie of the Year, he's got a chance at 6th Man of the Year because of it. What has made Mathurin so potent off the bench is his marksman-like three-point shooting. The Canadian rookie is the 16th best high-volume shooter in the league already, knocking down over 41% of his 5.8 attempts per game. He's hitting a phenomenal 38% of his pull-up threes and a whopping 43% of his catch-and-shoot threes. A part of that is his quick and high release point on his jumpers, which is tough to defend, but paired next to a player like Tyrese Halliburton that draws so much attention, Mathurin's shooting is deadly. On top of that, he is a hyper athlete who can leap with the best of them, making for some jaw-dropping dunks.
Take it. Ball loose, Mathurin.
Not getting there in time, I can tell you that.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Oh my!
You're not getting there in time. But this is what I liked about the changes.
Overall, he's pretty good at putting pressure on the rim, getting there on 38% of his shots. He only finishes on 59% of them, but once his body fills out, he'll be a guy who consistently can put pressure on the basket and make opportunities out of it. Between Mathurin and Halliburton, the Pacers have a really bright future already. And while Ivey and Mathurin have both been very impressive as rookies, the number 1 overall pick, Paolo Banchero, still looks like the guy in the lead for the Rookie of the Year award. Banchero is averaging almost 23 points, 7 rebounds, and just under 4 assists for the Orlando Magic. He's the 15th best high-volume forward from the mid-range area, knocking down over 39% of his shots from there. Paolo is your all-encompassing point forward, working out of the high post as a playmaker and scorer. His gigantic frame, mixed with his fluidity and playmaking prowess, make for a tough guard in screen and roll actions. Play number 1, a dribble handoff with Banchero at the top of the arc. Banchero uses a quick hop step to get the angle on Ben Simmons and finishes with the dunk through contact. Play number 2, side screen and roll. Banchero gets to the basket and finishes through contact. And play number 3, if teams don't let him get downhill, he can settle into a nice mid-range jump shot. Perhaps what's most impressive about Banchero, though, is his playmaking chops. Paolo is already so advanced as a creator that you combine his playmaking knack with his threat as a scorer, and you get one of the best playmaking forwards in the entire league. Soon. He's still got some way to go in order to become a complete player, especially on the defensive end, but so does almost every rookie. What may be the biggest area of growth for Banchero moving forward will be his three-point shot, where he's shooting only 27%. but he's shooting nearly 40% on corner threes this season, and that's usually a good indicator of a player learning to expand their range. Once Banchero adds a three-point shot, which is totally plausible, he'll be even more difficult to stop. As of now, Banchero is in the lead for the award, but who knows who else can step up. Third overall pick Jabari Smith seems to be coming into his own more for the Houston Rockets. Shaedon Sharpe has stepped up for the Blazers in a big way, with Portland dealing with some injuries. Keegan Murray has stepped into the starting lineup for the Sacramento Kings and has been a steady presence, leading to wins. It's still very early, but right now, I've got to give it to Paolo. What do you guys think?